Hey everybody, it's the Hobbit. I'm taking a moment because a few things going on. First off, I have a sign on my door that says please do not disturb. Because number one, technically I'm working right now because I was on a webinar, although they muted me, because if you're gonna start a sentence with song lyrics, I'm gonna finish singing that song. That's just the way I am. That's what I do. And the other thing is, if I don't put things like that up, they will knock all frickin' day long. Because some people just shouldn't play house, okay? That's all I'm saying. Some people shouldn't. Leave that to the adults. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So, what I originally wanted to talk about was a couple things going on. It's been a hot minute. Been quite a bit of hot minutes. If it sounds like there's peeing going on in the background, it's not really peeing, it's a water fountain. Because, about 3 weeks ago, my water fountain's not water fountaining very much. See, this is dribbling. A couple weeks ago, lost fins. So, that was an emotional... I was very attached to that goldfish. I loved him very much, and he was a very big part of what I do. So, my husband, because I couldn't stand the silence of not having the tank running, but I just couldn't put the tank back up again. It was one of those, it's one of those things, but I couldn't take the silence because I'm used to working by him every day. So my husband got me a little water fountain, which helps, and I love it, and it's cute, and it has glowy stuff when all the other lights aren't going. But when it gets really, really quiet, it sounds like somebody's peeing on the counter. Or maybe the weeping angel's just crying a lot. We don't know. Who knows? Who knows what goes on here? So, and then the other thing is I figured out with my Himalayan salt lamp that you have to really burn candles in it. You can't use the fake ones or you don't actually get the beneficialness of the Himalayan salt lamp, which... I am 100%. I'm going to tell you right now, this isn't even intended to be a review video of any products, but I have the candle holder, and I have over there, you see that little glowing thing in the back? That is the one that you plug into the wall, and it's on a dimmer. I recommend these things. I don't know if it's a mental thing or if they really do work, but I love them, and I swear they make you feel better. They make you feel more positive. I don't even know. Whatever it is, whatever mystical juju they got going on, it works. Highly recommend them. So anyway, I work on social media, and which is frustrating sometimes when you have neighbors that like to bug the shit out of you and can't read signs on doors that says recording in progress or webinar in progress. Please do not disturb. Anyway, I see everything that is trending and everything that comes across the news feeds and stuff like that because I do work on social media, as a lot of other people do too. So some of the funnier things that come across social media are really easy to just laugh at and move on about. One of the things that I think is hilarious right now, but I couldn't laugh about it and I couldn't move on from it because... this guy was losing his mind. They literally took time out of actual news. They literally, like important things going on. People being killed, or wars going on, or, I don't know what. Like tropical storms and stuff. They literally put that on hold to have two people on this news program. One of them was a pastor, I believe, at a church. Don't know what religion. Not even going to get into it because it's not my area to judge or anything. Believe in the big man upstairs, but it's not my job to judge that to you or to teach or preach or do any of that to you. That's not what I'm here for. So they had a pastor or whatever, a head of a church, he makes a lot of YouTube videos. They had another guy that is just kind of a guru of all things that are just, he's funny and does all kinds of social media stuff, but he's also very political, like an analyst and all that. Put the real news on hold to have a debate between these two about, and I hate to bring this up, but it's hilarious, Starbucks coffee cups. I know you guys have seen this. Apparently, they don't write Merry Christmas on them anymore, or they don't have Merry Christmas printed on the Starbucks coffee cup anymore. I don't know if they ever did. I really don't care if they do or not, because to me, it doesn't matter what I'm drinking out of. Although I prefer my Minion glass or my Owl glass or my Pirate wine glasses or my Mad Hatter teacup. The deliciousness of my sweet tea does not depend upon what vessel it is in. It is delicious whether it's in a Minion cup or a plastic cup. Doesn't matter. But anyway, it's a huge issue. So as I'm watching these people, as I'm watching this pastor lose his mind over this, because he's calling it he's calling it basically a persecution of his religion, I couldn't help but think two things. First thing I couldn't help but think of was, Starbucks is a dang genius. You can't tell me, and this is what he was saying. He was encouraging people to go in and purchase Starbucks and tell them that your name was Merry Christmas so that they would write Merry Christmas on it as a way to sort of stick it to the company. All I can think is, I wish I would have thought of this marketing genius technique before, because instead of boycotting the company, which people generally do when you don't agree with the ideals or you believe that they're persecuting someone, you generally just stop purchasing things or stop using the brand. But he's encouraging people to buy it, so you're putting more money into it just so they'll write Merry Christmas on your cup. If it's that big of a deal to you, just, you know what, you go to Dollar Store and get a marker and you can write whatever you want on your cups anywhere. But I just thought that was genius on behalf of Starbucks. Kudos. I would love to see how much their profits skyrocket this year after this big old debacle. But then that's the other thing that came to mind was, the other day I was at Walmart picking up a prescription, which is a whole other story, because I'm totally convinced that the Walmart on Telegraph here, where I live at in South County, calling them out, I think they're trying to kill me. I really do, because they can't ever seem to get my heart prescriptions correct. And it's at the point now that it is a hassle. So anyway, that being said, as I'm on my way in to go to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription, they had another church group up there. Again, don't know what religion, didn't get into it, don't care. So, but as I'm trying to walk in, this lady is just heatedly debating at people about the energy drink Monster. So, as I'm kind of standing there, I don't drink energy drinks anyway because I'm a heart patient, and I don't fancy having a heart attack, and I think the stuff was disgusting even before I had a heart condition or had open heart surgery, so I don't drink Monster anyway. But this woman is pointing things out on the can. She's like pointing things out on the box. She's just ripping in about this whole Monster thing being totally antichrist, and how the company is marketing a complete and total anti-Christ, like, I don't even know. But here's all I could think of going in to get my prescription after listening to this lady talk for 15 minutes, and I tried very politely to walk away, and I ain't gotta get my prescription, because I try not to go off so much anymore, because I don't need that stress in my life. So as I'm trying to politely walk away, and she's still screaming and yelling and da-da-da-da-da at me, even though I don't drink Monster, when I walked in that store, I'll be danged if I didn't feel like drinking a Monster. I didn't, because I think they're disgusting, again, and I have a heart condition, but I almost purchased one, just because she was out there complaining and telling me so much about how horrible this was, and I thought, you know what, I wonder if it's really that bad. So I didn't purchase one, although my husband does drink Monster, but he doesn't as much anymore because he's also noticed that it speeds your heart rate up, because yeah, he has a habit of drinking them in excess, so I think that's his problem. But anyway, I couldn't help it. All I could do was laugh, because I'm thinking, if you're really truly against something, if you really truly have beliefs in something, if you really truly are that set in your convictions, thoughts, and ideals, don't go about it by yelling at people. don't go about it by trying to circumnavigate the system and think you're sticking it to the man, because you really aren't. You're buying directly into the strategy they want, because how much money do you think Starbucks is making now that they're hitting national news because they just have a red cup? How much money do you think Monster is making now because they have people outside of places that sell Monster telling people that it's such a horrible thing? So, to me, as I'm looking at this from a marketing standpoint, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, they figured it out. They have figured out the perfect trifecta of how to anger people just enough, but they don't want to be inconvenienced by making their own coffee or figuring out a different kind of energy drink, that they'll be angry about it, and they're going to yell about it, and they're going to show it about other people, but then they're going to advertise it for free for them. So kudos to you, Starbucks. Kudos. That's all I have to say is good job on you. So, thank you guys for watching. Please comment below. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the like button. You can also follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, or Facebook. I am Heather the Hobbit. So, peace, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. And in the meantime, go enjoy Starbucks and Monster, because you know what? Life's too short not to.